pyramid discoveries, the world just got another groundbreaking discovery from Egypt. New radar scans from only a few weeks ago reveal something utterly impossible, hidden even deeper beneath Giza, that will completely rewrite the history of the pyramids as we know it. Originally, in March 2025, archaeologists uncovered something beneath the Pyramid of Khafra at Giza that sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Professor Corrado Malanga and Filippo Biondi revealed radar scans showing spiraling staircases and massive vertical shafts extending over 2,000 feet below Egypt's sands. Structures so precise, so deliberately built that dismissing them as natural formations seemed almost impossible. Despite this, mainstream Egyptologists, led notably by Dr. Zahi Hawass, quickly tried to brush off these revelations, labeling them mere radar anomalies or misunderstandings.
I want you to understand, this conspiracy theory that you do have is wrong, completely. We do not hide anything.
But just weeks ago, something even more astonishing emerged, an underground discovery that you genuinely won't believe. Stick around, because what they found beneath the pyramids could change everything we think we know about ancient Egypt. This latest radar scan confirmed the existence of a vast underground network beneath Khafre, an intricate, deliberately engineered maze of symmetrical chambers, extensive tunnels, and carefully constructed spaces. The complexity and precision of these hidden structures immediately raised big questions. Who created them? And how could something this significant have remained hidden for thousands of years? Could this underground world have been built by a civilization we know nothing about? Adding another layer of intrigue, a completely separate team of Japanese researchers uncovered another mysterious formation near the Western Cemetery at Giza. Using advanced ground-penetrating radar and electrical resistivity tomography, they identified a strange, deliberately concealed L-shaped structure, buried just 2 meters below the sand. But that's not all. Beneath this structure lies something even more puzzling, a large, perfectly square cavity located 5 to 10 meters underground. Could this be an ancient portal or entrance to something even deeper and more mysterious? In this video, we're going straight to the heart of these new revelations. We'll unpack Malanga's groundbreaking findings beneath the Khafra pyramid, the mysterious portal-like structures beneath the Giza graveyard, and explore the real reasons authorities are hesitant about these new pyramid findings. A pattern history shows repeats itself again and again. Past discoveries shows us this isn't the first time established archaeology has been quick to brush off new findings, only to be proven wrong later. Sites like Göbekli Tepe and Karahan Tepe were initially dismissed as impossible or exaggerated, yet today they're fully accepted as revolutionary discoveries. Could this be happening again, beneath the sands of Giza? Is it cautious skepticism? Or do some powerful figures within Egyptology and even governmental institutions prefer that these mysteries remain unexplored? What exactly do they have to gain from ignoring or downplaying potentially history-changing discoveries? The truth beneath Giza can't be hidden forever, and the evidence we're about to explore is simply too compelling to ignore. Let's jump into how this all came about. March 2025. Imagine standing on Egypt's iconic Giza Plateau, the hot desert sun beating down, with the famous pyramids towering around you. Now picture you're part of a research team scanning beneath these ancient monuments, unsure exactly what you'll find. Suddenly, the radar screen lights up, revealing something completely unexpected beneath the Pyramid of Khafra. That's exactly what happened in March 2025. When Professor Corrado Malanga and his team first announced findings from a detailed ground-penetrating radar survey beneath Giza. These first reports, quickly picked up by international media, focused on 4 mysterious spiral-shaped structures detected deep underground near the Khafra pyramid. At first glance, these spiral formations were baffling. Their origins and exact purposes were unclear. Were they natural rock formations, or did humans deliberately build them? The radar scans suggested they extended downward, spiraling beneath the plateau. This precise arrangement and unusual shape immediately caught the researchers' attention. It raised key questions about whether these were geological oddities or the product of ancient construction. In addition to the spiral structures, the radar revealed hints of potential water channels or underground tunnels. These water-related anomalies, sparked thoughts of advanced ancient engineering, perhaps indicating that people long ago had designed systems to manage groundwater. Although these initial findings were speculative and preliminary, they opened fascinating possibilities about intentional underground building beneath Giza. The possibility of hidden water systems beneath Giza captured the interest of researchers, as ancient Egyptians were known for sophisticated water management in their constructions. Archaeologists began discussing whether, if proven true, these underground water channels could change our understanding of how the pyramids were built, or what their purpose might have been. When the news broke, prominent Egyptologists and archaeological experts, particularly Dr. Zahi Hawass, quickly responded with skepticism.
That's not true.
It's not true.
No.
So what are you saying, that they're lying? So
They're
this
lying.
right here.
They're completely lying.
But if they're showing, using these techniques, things that we know that you discovered that absolutely exist, what makes you believe those scientists rather than these guys from Italy?
Because because the scientists are scientists.
Well, these are scientists as well.
They are not all the people work with me. The Scan Pyramid project, they said this is bullshit.
That are saying that they can see kilometers into the ground with this stuff.
That's not true. Are
you sure?
Do
you understand the technology?
No.
Dr. Hawass publicly stated that these spiral structures and possible water channels were probably just natural geological features. He suggested the radar data was possibly exaggerated, advising caution and urging further research before jumping to conclusions about human-made structures beneath the pyramids. Many other mainstream archaeologists echoed Hawass's doubts. They argued that the spiral patterns and radar readings could simply reflect natural rock formations or even errors from the radar equipment. These experts reminded the public that similar radar anomalies in the past had turned out to have natural explanations after detailed studies. However, history shows us that groundbreaking archaeological discoveries often face skepticism before being accepted. For example, when Tutankhamun's tomb was first discovered, or when the Dead Sea Scrolls appeared, mainstream archaeology initially hesitated. Likewise, these radar anomalies beneath Giza faced immediate pushback from traditional archaeologists. Despite mainstream skepticism, however, the team who made these discoveries stood firmly behind their findings. Professor Malanga's group had used high-resolution radar technology, and their data clearly showed these spiral structures and underground cavities. They emphasized the need for further careful exploration rather than outright dismissal. These original March discoveries also raised more questions than answers. Were these mysterious spiral formations beneath Khafra deliberately constructed, or just unusual natural features? Did these radar anomalies hint at ancient water tunnels, or something else entirely? At that moment, researchers had no idea these initial discoveries were merely the beginning. Soon after, even more astonishing revelations emerged. Bigger, clearer, and impossible to dismiss. June 2025. It was a scorching day on the Giza Plateau when Professor Corrado Malanga, Filippo Biondi, and their research team once again stunned the world. Their latest radar scans beneath the Pyramid of Khafra had revealed something even more remarkable: a massive hidden complex featuring enormous chambers, intricate tunnel systems, and carefully constructed spiral staircases stretching deep beneath Egypt's sands. These astonishing new discoveries, clearer and more detailed than ever before, immediately reignited controversy and challenged everything we thought we knew about ancient Egypt. These new scans didn't simply show vague shapes or questionable signals. They revealed a clearly defined subterranean structure resembling an underground city. Radar imaging displayed huge vertical shafts plunging downward, expansive chambers, carefully aligned corridors, and staircases winding deeper beneath the surface. Most surprising of all was the depth. These structures reached an astonishing 2,100 feet underground, approximately twice as deep as the Eiffel Tower is tall. The radar images clearly revealed symmetry and design, strongly indicating that these structures were intentionally created by human beings. Some of these chambers were enormous, about 80 meters across, the size of an Olympic swimming pool or a large city building. The presence of interconnected tunnels, spiral staircases, and thoughtfully planned layouts reinforced the idea that these weren't natural formations, but rather a carefully built underground complex. When Malanga's team presented their findings, The discovery quickly drew attention worldwide from media, archaeologists, and the public. Many researchers acknowledged that these findings, if confirmed, could significantly change what we currently know about ancient history. One particularly striking detail from the reports was clear evidence of spiral staircases descending deeper underground, which suggests sophisticated construction methods beyond what mainstream Egyptologists typically believe ancient Egyptians were capable of at that time. However, these exciting discoveries quickly led to controversy. Despite the strong radar evidence, some mainstream Egyptologists reacted skeptically. Prominent among these critics, yet again, was Dr. Zahi Hawass, along with several other established archaeologists. They publicly dismissed Malanga's new and improved June 2025 findings as exaggerated, unverified, or simply impossible. They argued that these radar images probably represented natural geological features, or that the data might have been misread or misinterpreted. Yet, the radar results were clear, well documented, and carefully checked multiple times. Malanga's team conducted numerous radar scans, double-checking their results using different types of equipment to ensure accuracy. Their approach was transparent, careful, and scientifically thorough. Still, mainstream Egyptologists quickly tried to minimize or dismiss the discoveries. This raised an important question. Why were these archaeologists so quick to doubt or reject these findings? In detailed statements reported by international media, Malanga clearly explained the significance of his team's discoveries. He emphasized their careful methods and pointed out clearly that these underground structures couldn't realistically be natural formations. As he stated in his report, the data clearly shows large human-made chambers and tunnels deep beneath the pyramids. This is not geology, it's architecture. The team further explained that finding such an elaborate underground complex beneath Giza could significantly change our understanding of history and ancient civilizations. If these structures were indeed built by humans, which the data strongly supports, this would suggest a civilization much more advanced than we currently accept in mainstream archaeology. Despite the credible scientific evidence presented by the Italian team, mainstream Egyptologists still urges caution and refuses further investigation of the claims. While caution in archaeology is essential, this immediate skepticism raises important questions. Why the strong resistance to exploring these promising findings further? These new discoveries clearly revealed stairs, chambers, and tunnels beneath Giza, already challenging traditional historical understanding. Whether mainstream Egyptology accepts these findings immediately or not, the evidence demands serious consideration and further investigation. With the astonishing June 2025 discoveries beneath the Pyramid of Khafre now confirmed, we're faced with an even bigger question, one that Egyptologists often prefer to avoid. Did the ancient Egyptians really build the pyramids, or could these incredible structures be the work of an older, forgotten civilization? One of the strangest aspects of the Great Pyramid and its neighbors is how little direct evidence we have about who actually constructed them. Surprisingly, nowhere inside the pyramids themselves does it clearly say who built them or how they did it. Think about it. Imagine you constructed something as monumental as a massive skyscraper or a city-sized complex. Wouldn't you proudly mark your name and methods clearly for everyone to see? Yet, at Giza, we find almost nothing. No detailed instructions, no construction methods, not even the name of the pharaoh who supposedly ordered their construction. The only mark connecting the pyramids to any pharaoh at all, specifically Khufu, is a single, isolated piece of graffiti discovered hundreds of years later, far removed from the actual construction period. It's as if someone tagged a building centuries after it was built, and archaeologists just took their word for it. To put that in perspective, imagine finding a single random signature in your attic written decades after your house was built. Would you immediately assume that person constructed your entire home? This absence of clear evidence leads us to a troubling but exciting question. Could the pyramids have been built by a far older, more advanced civilization that predated ancient Egypt? It's a theory that mainstream Egyptologists have consistently resisted, yet one that many independent researchers have tried to explore. But every attempt to dig deeper into this mystery has faced surprising resistance, not from lack of evidence, but from restrictions imposed by Egyptian authorities. In fact, the Egyptian government has repeatedly blocked independent researchers and international teams from investigating certain theories that might challenge the accepted historical narrative. Permits for detailed research beneath the pyramids are rarely granted, and when alternative researchers propose investigations, their requests are often swiftly denied. This raises a troubling question. Why would authorities restrict exploration that could provide clarity about ancient Egypt's true origins? Given the strength and clarity of these discoveries, one might assume the government would encourage further exploration, yet exactly the opposite seems to be happening. Is it possible they either already know what's hidden beneath, or are they afraid of what might be discovered? These underground chambers could potentially align with legendary tales like the Hall of Records, a supposed hidden chamber mentioned by ancient texts and modern legends alike, which is said to hold invaluable knowledge about Egypt's true history. Could these newly revealed structures beneath Giza actually be the Hall of Records, or at least a place containing secrets about who built the pyramids and how? There are understandable reasons why the Egyptian government and mainstream Egyptologists might feel uncomfortable with these discoveries. Egypt's economy relies heavily on tourism, driven by established historical narratives and the majesty of its ancient past, challenging the traditional story that the Egyptians built the pyramids around 4,500 years ago could significantly disrupt tourism and national pride. Moreover, if it were confirmed that an advanced pre-Egyptian civilization was responsible, it would rewrite textbooks, redefine Egypt's historical legacy, and raise profound questions about human civilization's history altogether. Could exploring these chambers finally answer once and for all who built the pyramids and rewrite history as we know it? Adding to the mounting evidence, in early 2025, another research team entered the picture, bringing fresh eyes and advanced technology to the sands of Giza. This group from Japan, made up of respected scientists from Higashi Nippon International University and Tohoku University, began their own investigation beneath the western cemetery area of the Giza Plateau. What they discovered added a compelling new layer of mystery beneath Egypt's sands. Using advanced ground-penetrating radar and electrical resistivity imaging, techniques designed to see clearly beneath the ground, the team detected something unexpected buried near the surface. Just 2 meters down, their scans revealed a distinct L-shaped structure, carefully measured at approximately 10 meters by 10 meters. What made this find especially intriguing was the way it had been deliberately covered with sand, suggesting someone in ancient times had intentionally hidden it from view. The presence of this concealed structure immediately raised fascinating questions. Could this be an ancient entrance, a hidden doorway, or a sealed-off passage designed to protect something important? But it was what lay beneath this shallow structure that truly caught the researchers off guard. Further scans revealed another, even larger anomaly deeper underground, roughly 5 to 10 meters below the surface. This deeper structure was about the same size, approximately 10 meters by 10 meters, but displayed unusual characteristics in the radar and electrical scans. These scans indicated an open cavity or chamber beneath the sand, possibly filled with air or loosely packed materials instead of solid stone or soil. The researchers perfectly documented their methods and shared their results in a detailed scientific report published by the respected journal Archaeological Research in Asia. The paper clearly described the discovery, noting that the precise shapes, deliberate burial, and carefully arranged positioning of these structures strongly suggested deliberate human construction, not natural geological features. This intriguing discovery naturally sparked curiosity and speculation among both researchers and the public. Could these buried chambers be part of something more significant? A hidden room, an underground temple, or even an ancient storage facility for something valuable? Why would ancient builders carefully conceal these structures beneath layers of sand? Adding to the excitement, these discoveries align remarkably well with local Egyptian legends and historical stories about hidden chambers and passageways beneath the Giza Plateau. Stories long dismissed as folklore, such as the previously discussed Hall of Records, now suddenly had credible scientific support, breathing new life into tales that had circulated for centuries. History, as we currently understand it, often feels like a book with missing chapters, particularly when it comes to human civilization and its true origins. When remarkable discoveries like the subterranean structures beneath Giza emerge, it becomes increasingly clear that perhaps we still haven't fully understood how far back sophisticated human society might extend. Could the mysterious structures now revealed beneath the Egyptian sands be linked to advanced civilizations that existed long before our accepted timelines? Though mainstream archaeology provides detailed and carefully supported histories, it's been proven wrong before, especially when faced with groundbreaking discoveries that redefine our understanding of human history. A powerful example is Göbekli Tepe in modern-day Turkey. Discovered in the 1990s by archaeologist Klaus Schmidt, Göbekli Tepe was initially dismissed or overlooked by mainstream experts. But as excavation continued, what Schmidt uncovered changed our understanding of humanity dramatically. Göbekli Tepe is a monumental complex consisting of massive stone pillars and sophisticated carvings. What's astonishing is its age, approximately 12,000 years old. This dates it back to around 10,000 BC, a time period previously believed by mainstream archaeology to be characterized by simple hunter-gatherers incapable of complex construction. The discovery of Göbekli Tepe provided undeniable proof that organized, advanced human communities existed long before the traditionally accepted timeline. In recent years, a similar site named Karahan Tepe, located near Göbekli Tepe, further solidified Schmidt's discoveries. Excavations there revealed equally sophisticated stone structures, advanced sculptures, and clear evidence of organized society, dating back to the same ancient period. Both sites have forced archaeologists worldwide to rethink how early human civilizations developed, challenging traditional theories that humans were less sophisticated during these early time periods. These discoveries demonstrate a clear historical pattern. Mainstream archaeology initially dismisses groundbreaking findings that conflict with established beliefs, but ultimately, undeniable evidence forces a reconsideration of accepted history. Göbekli Tepe and Karahan Tepe, now widely accepted as genuine by archaeologists worldwide, strongly indicate that human civilization's timeline stretches further back than previously imagined. Given this pattern, could a similar scenario be unfolding now beneath Egypt's sands? The recent findings beneath the Giza Plateau, hidden chambers, extensive tunnels, and portal-like anomalies detected by radar may represent another instance of history needing revision. Furthermore, global ancient traditions often speak of highly sophisticated civilizations that predate known history, frequently described as thriving before massive global catastrophes, particularly widespread floods. Ancient societies from Mesopotamia, India, and indigenous cultures across the Americas share stories remarkably consistent about advanced civilizations that existed before a great flood or cataclysm wiped them out. While many scholars have viewed these stories as allegorical or mythological, increasing archaeological evidence suggests they may contain elements of historical truth. This idea gains further support when we consider geological studies indicating significant climatic events and global flooding around 12,000 years ago, known as the Younger Dryas period. During this time, abrupt environmental changes dramatically reshaped Earth's landscape, potentially impacting human populations worldwide. The timing aligns intriguingly with ancient flood myths and the era associated with sites like Göbekli Tepe. Additionally, geological research on Egypt's Great Sphinx by respected geologist Dr. Robert Schoch strongly indicates significant water erosion patterns, suggesting the Sphinx is far older than mainstream Egyptologists have traditionally claimed. This evidence aligns closely with the hypothesis of a lost civilization predating Egypt's known dynastic history. Moreover, the controversial inventory stela, a historical artifact discovered near the pyramids, claims explicitly that the Sphinx and certain other monuments were already ancient before Egypt's traditionally accepted historical timeline. While dismissed by mainstream Egyptology, the stela provides additional compelling evidence supporting the idea that the monuments of Giza might originate from a much older, now forgotten civilization. When we consider these historical clues alongside the recent radar discoveries beneath Giza, it becomes increasingly plausible that a sophisticated civilization, potentially predating known Egyptian dynasties, built these hidden subterranean structures. Such a civilization would significantly challenge mainstream archaeology's established narrative, indicating human history might extend far earlier and be more complex than currently accepted. The broader implications are immense. If proven true, these findings could suggest that ancient human societies achieved levels of engineering, astronomy, mathematics, and architecture previously considered impossible during the distant past. They may have been deliberately concealed beneath Egypt's sands for reasons we still do not fully understand. Perhaps preservation, protection, or intentional secrecy. If history truly has missing chapters, these recent discoveries beneath Giza could help us finally begin filling in the gaps. Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments, and I'll be replying to my favorite ones. Until next time.